Hi, I'm Beth Meixner, and I am the President and Executive Director of Moxxie Mentoring Foundation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit corporation with a mission to support and foster the career advancement and leadership development of young women through mentoring. Well, I just love young women. I'll be honest with you. I have one daughter, and I couldn't be prouder of her. I love working with young women. I've always gravitated towards young women, maybe because I don't have any boys, any sons. I love young women. I love their energy. I can relate to them. I know what young women need. I know what women my age need. Could I mentor a young boy? I probably could. But would I be as effective? Probably not. And that's why Moxxie has females mentoring females. Young women cannot speak to an older man about their specific issues and challenges because those men have never experienced those issues and challenges. That being said, men can be wonderful mentors. In fact, most of the women I know have had male mentors. We're a little different. We provide a different experience. We have females mentoring females. But we are going to be introducing a new program called Mentors on Call, where we will be using men as mentors.
Okay. How important do you think is women leadership today?
Women's leadership is something that if companies do not address it and start taking action towards developing more female leaders, their companies will not do well. Study after study has shown that when men and women work together, using their own innate talents and skills, the best efficiencies are achieved. Companies have higher morale, higher profit, higher retention. Everything works better in a company when there's gender diversity, as well as ethnic diversity. You can't expect to grow and become an innovative company and stay up with the times if you have only one type of person leading that company. Diversity is important and essential, and gender diversity is the most important. We've got to get females into leadership positions. I was in management and sales for many, many years, and I was doing a lot of networking in my position as Director of Marketing for Target Group Media. It's a small graphic design firm. So I was doing a lot of networking, and I do love networking because I genuinely love people, and I think people are very interesting. So I like meeting people, I like hearing their stories. But I wasn't meeting people that I felt could get me to where I wanted. I wasn't meeting decision makers. I wasn't meeting people that could afford my services. And particularly with the women's groups, I was becoming increasingly disenchanted. Many of the groups had started 20, 30, 40 years ago, and I assumed that back then their mission was to promote women in business. But what are they really doing nowadays? They have a guest speaker. I belong to one of them. Some of them, I've been on the board of some of them. But I felt there was something missing. And at my age, I felt there should be more female leaders, but it's just not happening. More women are getting higher up into corporations, but we are not at the top levels. So nothing really has changed since I was a young girl. So I thought to myself, let me design a women's business community, not a networking group, but a women's business community for all different women, for all different ages, all different levels of experience, and really help promote each other. So in 2008, I began Moxxie Network, which is a member-based women's business community for senior level women. I knew that I was going to start mentoring young women to foster future leaders. So I felt, what's the best way to get them? Let me start attracting some members into Moxxie Network, and from the membership, I will then get our mentors. So after 13 months of developing a small member base, we launched our first mentoring program called Junior Moxxie, and it's an individual mentoring program for female college students, juniors and seniors. That program was doing really well, so I felt the need to fill in the gap between our college girls and our senior level women in Moxxie Network. So we developed Ms. Moxxie, and it's a group mentoring program for young professional women in their 20s and 30s. So we have Junior Moxxie College, Miss Moxxie, 20s and 30s, and Moxxie Network, which is our older women. So we are truly a women's business community, supporting generations through mentoring.